Hey, PJNet.TV, 9:30 East Coast, United States time. This is PJNet Live, if that's the time and the place you're at, or offsetting for your own time zone. And our bumper is running, and we are recording this. And we're streaming not only to Facebook, we're streaming to YouTube, we're streaming to Twitter. And our guest is standing by, and you don't want to miss what is about to happen. So, let's count her down to Studio 37 Alpha. Well, that was not. Where's my countdown? Hey, really? Really? Folks, we can't do this without a countdown. I'm telling you, we got to have. It doesn't work. Who cares? Well, welcome to PJNet.TV, where unexpected things happen, or don't happen, as the case may be. And look at the decorations that we have made in just a brief period of time since we were on the air just a few moments ago. We have book covers about athletic events, like basketball, like football, and from some of the iconic institutions of such. Kentucky, known for its basketball. Known for its cheerleading, too, by the way. Yeah, cheerleading. It's one of the best cheerleading programs in the country. Michigan Motivations. And here to tell us all about it is our good friend Del Didway, all the way from... Now, you're neither in Kentucky nor Michigan, but you are in Ohio.
Great state of Ohio. It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back, Del. It's not... Have you been, real busy doing things? Because every time I look at Facebook, you've got some new... In fact, you've got other books. We just didn't have room to put them anywhere.
Oh, that looks awesome up there. Nice studio.
I like it. Well, I had help with it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to have you here. Michigan Motivations. Now, you wrote that with not only your friend, but your publisher and your with who actually played.
Yeah.
And that was tough. Ohio and Michigan is like.
Yeah, I kind of had to write that one, but it was my first book was about Ohio State football, so that was Buckeye Believer.
Buckeye Believer.
Then actually we just launched. We were with Michelle recently, in part of a Hoosier right here. We just launched that last month. Actually, we have a book signing coming up in where are we going? In St. Louis here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, what was it, like a Barnes and Nobles, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're going to be at the Barnes & Noble in St. Peter's, which is just about just north of St. Louis. We're both attending the CPE show, the Christian Product Expo in St. Louis, and we're doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble prior to that. And then we're doing a book signing for First Down Devotions, which launches actually a week from today. First Down Devotions 2 launches next Tuesday. And then Kentucky Passion, which is behind you, is in October. It comes out October 19th. Actually, that's my birthday. And that's a good way to celebrate that. So we've been busy here lately, but took a little time off, much needed time off to look at some health issues, some personal issues, some family issues, and just kind of step back for a while and take a breath, which is always good to do.
It is. And what did you in kind of doing some introspection, what came to mind? What changes did you see that you could make to make not only your career better, but yourself better and your health better and everything else? Because
I just kind of put the career on hold for a while. Just had to deal with some personal things and get closer to God and just refresh myself and take a step back and look at priorities. And everybody needs to do that once in a while. But one of the greatest things I learned was to say no. In other words, great little word, a small word with a big meaning. So just needed to step back for a little bit. I got to hit it. I was doing something every day, every week, kind of like you do, and everybody pulling in the wrong direction. So I just needed to step back and again address some personal things, some family things, and some health issues too. So I've had a kind of a wild ride the last 3 or 4 months, but I feel refreshed. I feel good. I feel closer to God. I feel fantastic right now.
Well, and the hard thing, and I can kind of feel your pain, Del, because you're very driven, you're very goal oriented, and I admire that about you. But it does have some undesirable side effects, and one of those would be just plain old burnout, And but when you realize that and you step back, I think we were having a conversation by phone. I said, how are you going to keep from feeding that monster again? What'd you learn? Other than saying
Well,
no. Yeah.
well, that just priority and what's really important, priorities, and spending time with family, and making sure that you're grounded and that you there's nothing between you and God. It's just if you're getting too bogged down with things, then some things have to go, and a lot of it has been gone, has been trashed out, and I'll use my wife will be a great support like she always is, but she'll be there as well to smack my hands with a ruler, I think, as you might want to say. But no, she's been awesome. She's been great support and behind me all the way. So um, I learn lessons. I'm the type, to quote Pete Rose. um, Pete said one time, "If you give me a second chance, I'll never need a third one." And I
Okay.
kind of have that mentality. Once I learn something, I do it, and I don't go back. And I've always been that way. Once you have something revealed to you, or something's brought out, then you just don't do it again. So that's how it's simple, but that's how I am. I'm kind of a simple guy, but so I won't have a problem. I don't think keeping priorities focused as it should be right now. I think I'll be pretty
Well,
much that way.
folks, one thing that Dell is doing and has done is he's committed to being here with us on the first and third Tuesday of every month. Now,
Right.
that's very different from every week, but this is not the only thing that you're kind of lightening the load with.
Right, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna start blogging again. Alternate blogging the blogs about every other week as well, and then the podcasting will go back to about twice a month as well. So we'll pick that ball up here pretty soon again, and just start doing them in alternative weeks because I was juggling about 23 balls,
Hmm.
and it's hard to juggle. I can't juggle period, but I'll have a better shot with two or three. So I'm gonna we reduce it quite a bit, and we've stepped back to a place where we're comfortable instead of being pulled from every direction. So, and I'm the type of person in the past is just always wanted to, person asks me, sure, I'll do it. And you're
Hmm.
thinking, why did I do that? And now it's really, as I'm getting older, body, body can't do it as well. So my mind can't do it at all. So, and then of course, this year we have 4 book launches and then, which is exciting and a blast. It's hard to give them all credit. It's not a complaint at all. I know a lot of authors would like that problem. So we have again the one next. We had Dugout Devotions 2 launched, and the Heart of a Hoosier just launched. We have First Time Devotions 2, and then Kentucky Passion, and then on tap for 2022 is my first children's book to be out in March, and then we're going to meet in CPE in St. Louis. We're going to discuss a couple more books with the publisher who's interested in some work. So we're going to have that discussion.
Dale, you almost went to the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah, I should be there right now. It's a good thing I'm not because some things happen. It's a good thing I'm not there. So yeah, we were on tap for last year. Obviously, they put the kibosh on it, and this year
Uh-huh.
they wouldn't let it. They wouldn't let the team I was up with go, and so we're on tap for 2024 in Paris right now. So that's what we're on tap for.
What are some non-negotiables? When you think about, you got to say no, and I think there's a lot of wisdom in that. But you have to discern what are the
Mhm.
non-negotiables. What can't go overboard.
Right now, just and because I don't want to, it's going to sound arrogant, but I'm not arrogant about it. It's just truthful about it. I'm not going to be just doing things just for free anymore. I'm not charging, but I've written so many things in the last 3 or 4 years where you write it and you write it and you write it, and then we can't pay anything,
Hmm.
and you're like, okay, that's fine, but that keeps on and on and on, and I understand that. I mean, like when we write for Southern Ohio Christian Voice, we can't pay people, and I understand that. So it's just a place now where um, those are things that my time is being more and more valuable lately. So,
Hmm.
and everybody's time is valuable. I'm not putting myself up over anybody, but
Right.
those are things that I'm really going to look at. Can you do this? Yes. Well,
Well,
we can't pay you. Well, I don't know if I can do it now.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Well,
there's some
but you're
things
a
you do,
very
but some things you don't.
you're a very giving person. But one of the unfortunate realities of that type of personality is that people will, maybe not at the conscious level, take advantage of you.
Well, yeah. I don't
Well,
think
they
they are
expect it
trying
of
to.
you. I mean, they.
Well, authors find this out, and I told one of my clients the other day. She's getting ready to be published for the first time, and we were having a chat, and she said, "What's some things to look for?" And I told her, I said, "One of the things you're going to look for is your books. When you have a friend come up to you wanting to buy your book, they're going to expect you to give it to them." And I said, "Your closest friends are going to say, 'You mean I have to pay for this?'" Well, yeah, it's. I put a lot of time and effort and work into this, and if I just give it away, then I'm out. So I mean, so I just told her to be on the lookout for that. A lot of folks will say, family members, "You mean you can't just give it to me?"
Well,
So that's something.
right, you absolutely can, and that initiative should come from you, not from them.
Right, exactly. Yeah, if I want to give it away, I'll give it away. I mean,
Sure.
I get so many
I've been
promotional
given many
books.
books, Dell, that I've never asked for.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's a very different scenario.
that's different than people saying, "Can you just slip me one?" Well,
Yeah, can you
no.
comp me this? Yeah.
So hey, I saw you had a good friend of mine on. I think the other day, Billy Giles. She's awesome.
Isn't she awesome?
Hmm. Yeah, everybody you have on, I seem to know pretty well. That's awesome. Yeah, Billy wrote the foreword for my book, Dugout Devotions 2. I don't know if you knew that. And then her
Yeah,
husband Dave
I
was
did.
in it. Yeah, and Dave's in it.
And I
Uh,
also know that how in the world can you take a 20-minute program and capture her story? I mean,
no, you can't.
I mean, she is. I mean, I know plenty of people that are very accomplished in a certain discipline, for example,
Yeah,
and that's great. That's great. But she's accomplished in multiple
yeah.
disciplines.
Yeah, she's awesome, and I'm blessed to know her. And actually, Clint Hertl introduced me to Dave,
Oh,
who introduced me obviously to his wife, and then she's been published with New Hope,
hmm.
and we're working with her. Kyle reps her, so I do a lot of work. I introduce them, and so I'm doing a little bit of work behind the scenes. Hopefully, on her next project's coming up, so it'll be kind of fun. So
So, do you like grandkids?
yeah, we have another one too. We have three. In fact, right now tonight we are dog sitting. If you hear some dogs barking in the
Hmm.
background soon, our youngest son and his wife are on vacation, and so they didn't leave the grandchild with us. They left us their dogs, which is fun. But that's
Do you have a dog, Dale?
no. I've always had one, but when Max died a few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, um, we just never replaced him. I've always had one ever since I can remember being a young kid, and we just kind of started enjoying the freedom of not have that responsibility. I love dogs. So Bo and Chloe are in the house somewhere, and they're complete polar opposites. One's a little morky, weighs about 5 pounds, and the other one is about a 75-pound puppy that's just happy and clumsy. So yeah,
That's kind of like our house. My wife has one of those little lap dog types, and I have a German
yeah,
Shepherd. And
yeah. I had a shepherd for years.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
there's one's a Labradoodle, one's a Morkie. They're both hypoallergenic, which is
Labradoodles
great.
are the thing now, aren't they?
Yeah, she's fun. She's sweet as can be. But I mean, she'll walk through a door, and not even she'll just bust down a door and just want to be petted. So she's just happy, clumsy, and yeah, that's it. So barks at everything. So, but yeah, we have deer every night coming out of our house
I know.
about 8 o'clock that you can count on. We got three young bucks come into our backyard. I have apple corn out there for them every evening, and they see those deer and they just go nuts and start barking and yapping and trying to bust through the window to get to them. So, hopefully it didn't happen tonight, but it's good.
But
But
Dale,
it's fun.
I am so envious. I mean, I work until about sunrise,
Yeah.
but if I had deer coming in my yard at 8 in the morning, I'd stay up for it. You
They
know,
come about 8 at night, three young bucks. So they've been coming every night for about 2 weeks straight. I mean, like clockwork. And put the little apple corn out there for them. They gobble it up and walk around, and they're back the next night. So, but yeah, they're quite young right now. But
you mentioned your friend Clint Hertl.
yeah,
When's the next time you're going to see him?
I hope to see him in October. We're going to go down there for the Florida conference, and we're going to go into Tampa. Angie and I are going to go into Tampa for a few nights prior to that. I'm gonna reach out. In fact, I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow, see if we can line something up
Yeah.
to get together for a book signing. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're gonna probably try to do that in the weekend of October 19th.
Yeah, I was speaking privately with another very accomplished author,
Mhm.
and they mentioned to me that they're just going to have to say no to some of these conferences.
Yeah, I get it.
But that Florida conference is kind of special to you, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I like that conference. I think it's. I mean, they're all good. I don't put one over the other. I just like that conference. Has a little bit of sentimental meaning to me. It's where my journey started, really, and I went there as a attendee for a couple of years, and now we're actually teaching at it now, and so I enjoy that conference a lot. There's always some really great publishers and editors at all of them, but there's just I just really like that. When Michelle and I are going to teach a class one night together, it's going to be how to co-author a book together without killing each other.
So are both of you going to teach class
we're going to teach the
concurrently?
same class. Yeah, we're going to teach it together. We've done
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be a fun class to teach at night, and so and that's something I like about that conference is they have these night classes, and so we're going to be doing that one and a couple others. But that's always just a really fun conference to go to, and Eva Marie does a great job with it. So again, they're all wonderful. I wish I could go to all of them.
Yeah.
But that's where I met Kyle, and that's where I signed my first contract, and so yeah, I just kind of like that one.
Well, I know that, I kind of miss the conferences because COVID really took a bite out of that, but they are hectic.
Yeah.
And I know that you teach a class called From Conference to Contract. And
Yeah,
I
just
was
that
at
one.
one conference and I filmed your class, and I was at another conference and I filmed your class, and it was the same.
I know. Yeah, I teach a
I've
few
heard this
others.
one. I've heard.
Yeah, I teach 3 or 4 others, but yeah. So
You've
but
got more
Michelle
than
and I,
one sermon, though, right?
yeah. So Michelle, in fact, I was just texting Michelle earlier. She just texted me right before I went on and about St. Louis, and after we're both attending the it's called a personality party on the Sunday night before the show starts, and it's where a lot of retailers come in and you autograph their book, and
Oh, okay.
the publisher has them there for you, and you just
Mhm.
assign about 100 books to bookstore owners, and you're talking to them about buying your book for their store, things like that. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're both at that event. We go from the Barnes and Noble at 3 o'clock straight to the personality party at 5 o'clock to sign a different book, and we're going to get together after that evening and talk about our class coming up in October. So. Because we're both going to be all over, kind of like ping pong balls for the next couple of weeks. So this will be our only chance to get together on that. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's going to be called How to Co-Author a Book Without Killing Each Other. So, because we did that.
So with all the things that it's sort of like you're making, things in your life are having to make the cut. All right. So did Morton's and TikTok make the cut?
TikTok would always make the cut. I'll go there right now if I could. And we're teaching a class for Serious Writer now once a month. Nonfiction writing. I think if you're a club member, you can get in on that. I didn't put too many people to sleep the other day, so that's on the last Monday of the month. I'll be teaching those classes. That was a lot of fun. We had a good turnout, and on the first night, I don't know if we'll have any more come back or not, but it was a lot of fun to do that, and I'm grateful that Bethany and Kyle have trusted me to do that. So that kind of has to make the cut because he's my agent, so I've got to do that.
Well, Dale, it's quite a ride. Trying to catch up on the past few weeks that you've been on sabbatical, but even so, we can see that you haven't exactly been hiding under a rock. But it's sure good to have you back on the.
It's good to be back.
TJNet studio.
Love your studio. Looks awesome. And you're doing some good guests. I don't know if you didn't miss a beat, so you probably picked up some better guests. So hopefully we'll be back in a couple of weeks. We'll be getting back actually next on the night on next Tuesday I'm back. We'll be getting back from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be flying in that afternoon, so we'll be making it in just in time. We're gonna have a good time with that. We got some good things planned. Some good meetings already set up, and it'll be a kind of a whirlwind. Angie and I are gonna fly in on Sunday morning, and then fly back out Tuesday. I wish we could stay longer, but we can't.
I get it. Well, Dale, it is so good to have you back, and we
Yeah,
look forward to
okay,
seeing
everybody been
you.
out there.
I tell you what, take next week off from PJ Net, and we'll see.
We'll have to renegotiate
Renegotiate your contract. Yeah.
our contracts with Barbara there and do the PJ Net thing.
Well, Dale, we sure appreciate you sharing. Look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks, and take care. And we'll see you then.
Thanks for having me back, and thanks everybody for joining.
You're the man. Appreciate it. Wow, what a fun time we have here. Good people. Good people on the screen, good people in the chat room, good people out there on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Can't think of anything else I'd rather do. But it is time to wind it up for tonight anyway. We'll be back tomorrow night. Hope you'll come join us, 9 p.m. Eastern. I think that's when we usually start. Anyway, I'm very blessed. I really am very blessed to be here. And I hope that you are as excited about what God is doing throughout the world and in the lives of people as I am. And we are. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I hope that you'll make an appointment, or just make it a point. You don't need an appointment. Make it a point to find out what it is about knowing Jesus Christ. It makes all the difference. I gotta go. I got a lot of work to do, and I'll leave you with a suggestion, a challenge. Think of the boldest thing that you've ever done for Jesus Christ. And no matter what that was, ask yourself, how long ago was that? And don't be satisfied.